speaking of things that you probably shouldn't worry about, or maybe should, depending on who you are. If you're like me, probably not worry about it. The Bitcoin price, which is not doing very very good, you might say. Not doing very good, doing horrendous is maybe another way to put it. Let's have a look at coin market cap. Now, by the time that you're seeing this, look, the market might be in a much better state or a much worse state, but it's not in a good state right now. Look, it's 4% up. Guys, it's 4% up. It's totally not completely ruined. You can't see anything now because my capture broke. Why did it do that? Bitcoin. Look at how totally fine this is, guys. If you look at the day chart, look, it's great. Everything's good. And then we go to the 7-day chart. And we go to the month chart. We go to the 3-month chart. Go to the year chart. Let's go all time. Well, we are currently in the span of, what is this? Since November of 2021, Bitcoin has dropped by, what, 67-ish? It's lost 67% of its value. It's 33% of the value it was at its peak. So, for anyone who doesn't know, there was a time when I was, like, really big on just investing in crypto. And I bought in around about here, I want to say. Something like that, yeah. And I could see the writing on the wall. I sold around about maybe a couple of days after the fall started happening. Like, it already fell, like, quite far. But something like that. From here to here. And there was a lot of people. Like, this right here, if you look at the time when this happened. So, here, right here. This is around about when COVID started. So, markets were down. Look at this. It's down, like, it's literally half the value. Like, that's crazy. So, it goes from 10,000 to 5,000. Then people saw how low it went. And they're like, wow, Bitcoin's gone, like, it's gone up so high back in 2017. It's gone high here. This is the time where we start dumping money into the market. And, like big investors started doing it as well, and regular people. And then, whew! And that happened. But the problem is that this is what we call in the real world as a bubble. And bubbles tend to pop. So we got to we got to here. What is this? This is the end of 2021. This is where I think this is where the some of the big waves started happening again, so things just collapsed. Oh, this was also when there was a lot of market strife, like, you know, a lot of things just weren't available and things like that. Like, I think this was around about the time where toilet paper was, like, difficult to buy. And woo! Then people, like, it crashed, but it can keep going higher. And then money went back in, things happened, went all the way back up. Then it took us to the end of 2021. But this is around about when, like, NFTs and crazy shit started happening, and also people being very worried about, you know, a recession that's probably going to happen. And, you know, here's the thing about investing money. Typically, investing money does not pay your bills. So when you have, like, rent payments and car payments and mortgage payments, what you're going to do is you're probably going to start selling stuff off. And the more that people sell off, the more that this happens. I wouldn't be... Now, this is very much not investing advice. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin by the end of the year is around about the same price it was in 2020. I honestly feel like that's probably gonna happen. It might go even lower, but you see a lot of people, a lot of, like, crypto people on Twitter right now saying, like, hey guys, Just keep buying in. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Like the dip's, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going lower. I'm almost certain it's going to keep going lower because people are just dumping so much money out of the market right now. And there's so much focus on all of the scams that are going on right now as well. Like more focus than ever. Normal people are starting to see like how absolutely insane this is. And also a lot of people get very scared when things like this happen. Like, you have that first dip, a lot of people got very scared. You have a second dip. Look, the more times something happens, the more it starts to look like a pattern. And that's what we're starting to see right now. We're seeing a pattern of crypto going down. And we're going from this, like, you know, crazy bull market where literally anything makes money to, you know, you gotta be a bit more intelligent. A bit more intelligent in the way you make your money. Like, here's the thing. When I bought crypto at this point, literally anything except for a rug pull made money. Like, when a lot of people got involved in crypto, this was possibly the worst. Like, it's the best and the worst time. It's the best if you're, like, paying attention to what's happening. Like, this is not a natural market. But it's the worst if you're, like, someone who wants to dump your life savings into it and think that, like, this is just gonna go on forever. There was a lot of people who got these, like, really, I guess, what would be a good way to put it? Unnatural expectations or unrealistic expectations on the way a market should be operating. Like, you shouldn't be going up 3 times in value in the span of a year, unless your name is like Amazon and you just like spawned out of existence. Sorry, I said 3 times, I meant 5 times. It's worse. 500% value. That's not normal. And the same thing with a lot of the like yield farming stuff we're seeing. Like, I actually did have a lot of money during this period in yield farming stuff, but that's only, like, a pyramid scheme is only viable when there are stupid people under you that are dumping more money in. A pyramid scheme does not like work when the price looks like this. When it looks like this, though, and people are just going fucking insane, you know, pyramid schemes tend to do pretty fucking well. But I have been looking at the market and thinking about whether I want to jump back in, but honestly, I'm very happy that I decided against doing so, because right now it seems like it's going down and it's not going to stop. I know some people are talking about how, like, the crypto market is over. Crypto is done. Bitcoin's over. I don't think Bitcoin's over. What I do think is this ridiculous market where literally anything can make you money. This is certainly over. At least for now. Like, maybe there'll be another jump like this. Like, hey, look, 2017, you go from, what, $1,000 to, I guess that was even a crazier jump. $1,000 to $13,000 or $17,000 or $20,000. Like, that's even more insane. Like, this is nothing compared to that. But I'm sure this is where a lot of the early Bitcoin investors also made their money. Like, if you'd bought here and you sold here, like, you're literally, like, you could put basically no money in and you're basically a millionaire. If you'd put, okay, actually, what is that? So, 20x returns. If you put $100 in at 20x returns, that's what? $2,000. Yeah? Is that how numbers work? 100 times 20. Yes, that's how numbers work. So if you'd put, like, let's say $10,000 in, it goes 20x in a year. $10,000 is 200,000 in a year from literally no work. But this is just, like, sensible coins. I was even gonna find something real stupid. Is this all? Yeah, here we go. Here's one of the coins that I had money in. Here's one of the coins that I had money in. Um, it went from what? Um, what is that? 30th or we'll say a 40th of wait, decimal. A 1/4000th of a dollar. We'll say that. Yeah. And it went from that up to 1 cent. So it went up by like some fucking ludicrous amount of money. And I think I sold like somewhere around here. Now, I'm not a millionaire because I'm smart enough to know that was incredibly dangerous to put money in, but I'm dumb enough where I didn't dump more money. Like if I knew how stupid, how genuinely stupid the market was going to be during COVID, I would have put my life savings into it and I would literally be a millionaire because it was so bad. Like this was not a normal market. Like normal markets don't do that. I'm going to check this right now. I'm going to check how much that actually went up by. So 0.004 sorry, 0 divided by 0.001 yeah, there we go. Wait, no, that's not how numbers work. No, that's wait, that's not how numbers work. What is 0.0? Yeah, here we go. It is I can't it's a lot. Wait, that's not how that what is 0? It's yeah, the answer is it's a lot. It's like this is stupid and this is not how money works. Money doesn't just appear out of nowhere for for nothing being involved in it. You can say like this is one of the things I've heard about like people say things like the US dollar isn't backed, but what it's backed by is a country. This is backed by nothing. Like things that are backed by reality don't do this. This is not how reality operates. You don't go up this much in... This wasn't even a year. This was like 5 months. And this is just a one-off thing. There were so many things that did this. So many of the absolute just trash tokens. They had some like tiny market share, and then a couple of really stupid people just dumped too much money into it, and it just went insane. As I've said, this is not financial advice. Do not do what I did. I only put money... I'd only put in like a few $1,000s. Like that's what I'm getting. I put in a few thousand. Something that I could afford to lose. But there are people who were convinced that the way that Bitcoin's been operating for the past, 3 years, 2 or 3 years at this point, like this is a normal market. There are people who are convinced that it always goes up. I'm sure you've heard the people saying like $100,000 Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin's going to be $100,000 by the end of the year. Pikachu tail. This is one of the funny ones I heard about actually. That there are a lot of people on Twitter making up like types of graphs. And this right here, this was called a Pikachu tail. And if it's a Pikachu tail, that means it keeps going up. It's just like, that's just not something that's real. You've just made that up. I do keep seeing graphs that really like to manipulate the way the data is structured to make it seem like things aren't as bad as they actually are. Where they'll just like change the scale. So if you look at this, the scale on CoinMarketCap is a normal scale. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on and so forth. That's a functional scale. I've seen people do things like they'll have 100, 1,000, 15,000, 30,000, 52,000, or whatever numbers they want to use, and it compresses the graph in a way that makes it look like this is not happening. And like this entire thing that's happened here is just not real. And it's always going to go up, boys. I do hope, just to bring some sanity back into people, that we even go below this point. Like, honestly, if we go like, if we go here, like, can we go back to 2017? Just imagine how just insane the crypto bros would be if we went back to 2017 crypto prices. I'd love it.